wondered or asked yourself, am I normal? Is this normal? Are we normal? Let me tell you, if you have wondered about that, yes, you are completely normal to have wondered about that kind of things, because there's so many subjects and questions related to our sexuality that we end up wondering about or worrying over endlessly, sometimes for years and years. We keep worrying about something along those lines. And it's not so much that these subjects or these questions that we have or these concerns, it's not so much that they're taboo or that they're strange or that they're rare somehow. They're very real. They're very prevalent, actually. Like I said, it's very normal kind of stuff that we're thinking about. But it's just that we keep our thoughts and our worries about these certain kinds of questions and subjects to ourselves. For instance, what if you're in a marriage where your husband has less of a sexual drive than you do? And you're thinking, is this weird? Are we strange or whatever? Did you know that in actuality, a minimum, research shows, of 20% of marriages do deal with that dynamic? And really, who's to say what's normal or what's average? We're going to talk a lot about that going forward. And what about emotional trauma or past emotional trauma? That has a huge impact, obviously, on our physical relationship. It doesn't have to. Those kind of unresolved or unrevealed fears or shame, but they can have a very profound impact on a couple's ability to become truly, truly intimate, right? And here's something that every couple would be really smart to consider, and that's, should you be protecting your relationship from perversion? And when I say perversion, what I'm referring to are behaviors that actually end up creating distance, hostility, anxiety, rather than unity, oneness, closeness, and love. All right? And what about that? If you want to protect your marriage from those kind of behaviors, those perversions that end up just actually destroying us little by little sometimes, if you want to protect your marriage from that, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it, especially if you don't ever talk about it and never get on the same page about it? And what if those behaviors are already affecting your marriage? They've already had an impact on your marriage. Now what? Now what? What comes next? So if you don't talk about these things, you don't have a groundwork to move up from. You don't have a springboard to move forward in your relationship and to get past those things or to prevent those things in your marriage. So that's why we address all of that in the 5th conversation, in Conversations on Physical Intimacy for Wives and Their Husbands. We deep dive, if you will, into waters that you may not have even stuck your toe into or may not have waded past your ankles or knees before. And especially as a couple, you probably haven't done that. So we're going to help you do that. We're going to teach you a lot and model at the same time how to have those kind of conversations on those kind of subjects as a husband and wife, and you're going to follow suit using the gentle, natural conversation starters and prompts that we will provide, and you will see that having an open, honest, relaxed, peaceful conversation on these topics is extremely productive. I know that if you can do it and if you'll follow suit, use the course in this way, you're going to see some really interesting things going on in your relationship and in your heart, maybe even some major breakthroughs in your relationship.